Hello, my beautiful people. How are you doing? I missed you a lot. So today I wanted to give you a really great video, very informational. Information. So I made a poll on my Instagram asking what kind of video you wanted, and this was the most popular one. So we're talking about how to be the most successful while taking Alipotec, meaning really, how do you get the most out of the supplement? How do you lose the most weight? How do you get the most benefits from it? We're gonna talk about that today. I actually made a similar video to this a couple years ago on my main channel. I look very different. I was re-watching it just to kind of see like what points I wanted to talk about. I feel like you could definitely go and re-watch that video. I make really great points. You can go back if you want, but I kind of wanted to summarize that and bring it onto this channel and add some more points that I didn't really go over. These are 12 things, 12 tips, 12 thingy things that you can do to just be more successful while taking Alipotec to lose weight. I didn't do all of these things, but I just know from experience and from hearing other people, being a distributor for years now, talking to so many people and their experiences, that this may help you. Let's get into the video. So number one thing that you should be doing is getting your starting point so you can base your progress off of that. So what do I mean by that? I mean, I'm sure you know what I mean. We're talking before pictures. We're just talking about starting weight, measurements, an idea of how your clothes are fitting you at this very moment before you start taking it, so you can get an idea, compare your progress to that. Here's the mistake people make. They only get their weight. They only get their starting weight. And here is why that is so wrong. So wrong. And I also did this. I got before pictures, luckily. Not really. I had pictures to compare to, but here's the issue. Most of the progress that you're gonna be seeing will be not on the scale. It will not be showing on the scale at first. And that's why so many people get discouraged. They either stop taking it or they just get really angry, not me usually, and they just think that it's not working, but it's because they're comparing it to something that they're not gonna be able to see their progress based on, if that makes sense. Where you're really gonna be seeing the weight loss or the results are mainly from the inches that you're losing. You're gonna be seeing fat loss, so that's not gonna be showing on the scale necessarily, and you will be seeing that with pictures, measurements, how your clothes fit. You can see a difference in your face. Some people might even gain weight, but they're losing fat. Stick with me here. People are gaining weight on the scale because they're retaining water, retaining liquids, because when they first start, they might be bloating. Either you cannot be getting enough potassium and you're retaining liquids. Did I talk about bloating already? Your body is basically just going through a lot of changes and it's just retaining that water. So even though you might see that this scale is going up, people are saying like, oh, I feel smaller, blah, blah, blah. And that is where the pictures are key to know. Because if someone is only basing their progress off of the scale, they're gonna, in their mind, think, oh, this isn't working. But if you compare the pictures, you can clearly see major fat loss. And I have so many girls who see this, so many girls, and luckily, they don't pay attention too much to the scale. They understand that they're not gonna see a difference on the scale. What really matters is the fat loss. We're losing fat, we're getting smaller, okay? Remember that. So these starting points are super important to have so you can compare them to, and it's just fun to see how much of a difference you're seeing. So please don't get discouraged if you are not seeing a difference on the scale, because most likely you won't at first. That was me. I literally lost like maybe 3 pounds in the first month that I took it. But then the more I took it into the second month, my second month alone, I had lost 10 pounds. So that's all I want to say for that point, I think. Number 2, consistency. Consistency. Guys, there's a reason this is number 2, because it's very important. When I talk about how much of a difference you will notice in your progress the more consistent you are. When I say consistent, I mean at least making sure you take it every single day. If you are not really being mindful, forgetting a day here, forgetting a day there, you are losing out on the progress that you could be making. I notice a huge difference, and everyone notices a huge difference. The more consistent you are, if you are taking it every single day so that your body can just take advantage of the supplement every single day. Like even me missing 2 days, I noticed because I've taken it for so long, I just can tell there's a difference. This is so important, guys. If you're taking it even like once every other day, yes, you could be seeing a difference, which is great, but you won't be seeing it as quickly or as much as you would taking it every single day. There are some people who might need to start that way, taking it every other day to get their body adjusted, used to it, because supplement can be pretty intense. But people also take it every other day who are just trying to maintain their weight so that they don't have to worry about what they're eating. So think about that. Consistency is super important. If you're not seeing results, really think about if you've been taking it every single day. Have you missed a day here? Have you missed a day there? Because that kind of tells you a lot. I've had some girls who emailed me saying they haven't really been seeing the results they were hoping for. They did lose weight, but not as much as they were hoping. And then I kind of dig in deeper, like, oh yeah, I missed 4 days and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, sister. So just think about that. Okay, number 3, know what to expect. Know that you will be detoxing. Why is this important? Because those who are knowledgeable can prepare and won't be surprised by what is to come, and won't stop taking it because they're all of a sudden surprised that these things are happening to them that they weren't expecting, and are then kind of backtracking, if that makes sense. And also knowing the things that they can do to either have bigger detox or things that you can do to help the process go easier, if that makes sense. So basically with the detox, I'll make a whole video of like what to expect. I think I've actually made a few already, but I'll make another one. Is that, with the detox, you're gonna be going to the bathroom pretty frequently. Not everyone experiences this. Apparently, luckily, there are people who experience the day 1 to the end, some who never do, some who experience it after a week, experience it for a few weeks after that. So everyone's so different. I experienced it for a few weeks after my first week of taking it, and they are explosive. They are diarrhea, like Alipotec shits is what we call them. So it's important to know what you're getting yourself into, first of all. That's important because you don't want to start taking it and then all of a sudden all these things are happening to you that you weren't really prepared for. So, the soreness, bloating, going to the bathroom often, peeing often, the bumps that go away, don't worry. But these are all things that you have to be aware of beforehand, or else you'll be very surprised. And I don't know if you will fully make it if you're not really prepared beforehand. Well, I wasn't prepared, but I still need it. So everyone's different, and there are things that you can do to help get a bigger detox if that is what you want to do. Such as taking the larger pieces first. So with the Alipotec actual root bottle, the roots, they're all different sizes. So you can always start taking the larger pieces first and make your way down to the smaller ones. Me personally, when I started taking it, I didn't know about taking the larger pieces first, because in my logic, I thought I would have a harder time losing weight down the line. So I started with the smaller pieces and made my way to the larger pieces. And I was actually very successful. So really depends. I'm not sure if I had done it the other way, if I would have seen quicker results in the beginning or not. Or if I saw more consistent weight loss because I did it my way. I'm not sure. Not sure on that one. But yeah, please be prepared, be aware, be knowledgeable, watch my videos, watch others' videos. And the more knowledge, the better, really. Be prepared for anything if you can. But just know that the detox phase is not the most fun thing in the world, but also should not be completely miserable. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Number 4, knowing the importance of water. Guys, I think you always hear me talking about this, but it's because it truly is important. So I have to repeat myself. I'm so sorry. But the importance of water. Why do you need 2 to 4 liters of water? Well, 1, it's just good for you, so you should do that. But 2, because it helps dissolve the product. It helps it become more efficient. It gets the detox, it gets everything flushing out of you. The supplement works at eliminating your fat through detox, through everything that it does. No, but the more water that you get in your system, the more it's flushing everything out. It's helping the fat just run out of your body. I don't know, but that's how I envision it. And it just makes sense. So if you're able to drink 2 liters to a gallon every single day, perfect. Beautiful. The more water, the better. How do you do that? Well, carry around a reusable water bottle. Carry around a liter water bottle so that you know every time you finish the liter of water, that's 1 liter down for the day. Just need to drink 1 more liter and you're good for the day. Honestly, I think if you can drink at least 3 liters, even better. Gallon, great. That's amazing. The more water that you drink, trust me, the better. You will notice a difference in the effectiveness of the supplement. You will just feel so much better. You'll be getting the toxins out of your body. You'll start feeling better. Just do it. Do it. 5, potassium. Potassium. Okay, so why is potassium so important? We lose a lot of potassium due to the detox. Because we're peeing so much, we're excreting, is that the right word? Everything out of us, we're losing a lot of vitamins and minerals. So we need to replenish it, mostly potassium, because we're losing so much of it. And when we get low in potassium, that's when we start getting those low potassium symptoms that are miserable. And that is why it is so important. 1, because we need to make sure we're getting enough potassium. We need to make sure we're getting enough of those minerals, vitamins in our body. 1, because we need to. And 2, because the symptoms are miserable. And when it gets to that point, people think that it's the root itself, but no, it's the low potassium symptoms. And people stop taking it because they are so miserable. And I have experienced that as well. That's when I wasn't taking the potassium thing seriously when I first started. I didn't really think about, you gotta take 1 to 2 bananas a day thing. Didn't really think about that. Luckily now we have the product Ganium, which makes things so much easier. Just pop in a few and you're good for the day. But the reason why I say potassium is really important in this is because people will stop taking the supplement because they are not getting enough potassium, and then the whole process becomes very miserable. You'll end up with severe headaches, nausea, feeling super tired, you're in bed all day, dizziness, heart palpitations, constipation, insomnia, bloating, depression, anxiety. These are all like, a lot of those are severe low potassium symptoms, but yeah, you will experience those if you don't get enough potassium, and it will not be fun. So, gotta get that potassium in, people. Gotta get that potassium in. How do we get potassium? You can do a few things. 1, you can eat foods high in potassium. There's a lot of people that are able to do that and get enough potassium doing that, which is amazing. I was never able to do that because I always just forgot to eat my bananas. You can eat 1 to 2 bananas a day if that works for you. It does work for some people. So we can do bananas, or we can do other high potassium foods. Avocados have a lot of potassium, coconut water, kiwis, oranges. There's a whole list of high potassium foods that you can be adding into your diet as snacks. So if you're able to get enough potassium through food, that is honestly amazing. I highly encourage that if you're able to. Just try to make sure that you do get enough. And if you do start getting low potassium symptoms, just take a break or start adding more foods or add something else, such as ganium. Ganium is a great option as well because it's just easy to ingest. It's just a multivitamin basically that has a lot of potassium in it. Has 15 times more potassium than it does a banana. Each one I believe has like 15 milligrams of potassium in each one, and we need 3,500 to 4,700 milligrams a day of potassium. So it's a really great option. That one is just, it basically guarantees that you're gonna be getting enough. There are some people, interesting enough, actually a lot of us are already low in potassium. So there are some people who taking ganium is still not enough and they have to add in other foods high in potassium. That's, I think, a small percentage of people, but yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do to make sure that you get enough. So number 6, no, what is it? 6. This is important, which leads me to this point from the potassium, is listen to your body. If you start feeling sick, like you start getting the low potassium symptoms, or you just feel like your body's not really going well with the supplement, then just stop taking it. Either stop taking it if you feel like it's not going well, or take a break. That's what I had to do when I first started, or whenever I started getting low potassium symptoms, I took a break. I took a break for either a week, sometimes I take a break for a month, just so that I could like get myself back to where I needed to with my potassium levels or whatever it was. Because the potassium, or because the supplement can be, it's very intense. So, or it can be anyways. So if you feel like you need to give your body a break, definitely do that. But yeah, if you feel like you're not able to eat as much one day, you can definitely take a smaller piece so that you don't have as hard of a time with a larger piece, because obviously the larger pieces are a little bit more intense. Just try to be smart about it. If you're barely eating anything one day and you haven't really been able to drink as much water as well, because you're just so busy or something, like you've had a hectic day, don't go and take a huge giant piece. Like most likely your body is just not going to really like that and you might start feeling a little sick. So just be smart, try not to overdo it. Number 7, give the whole bottle a chance. Don't expect some kind of magic to happen after 1 month of taking it. If that were the case for me, if I expected to have lost already like 10 pounds in the first month, I would have been so disappointed. I lost 3 pounds. I really didn't see a difference until maybe a month and a half of taking it. So you really, I mean, the amount of people that email me or message saying, it's been 2 weeks, I haven't lost any weight, what's going on? Guys, one treatment is 3 months, not 2 weeks, not 1 month. No, 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 no. Really, they say you have to give the whole bottle before you see results. But people ask, when do you usually first see results? Maybe after a month and a half, you might start seeing some little changes. There are people who see quick results. They see results 2 weeks. But you also have to think about their weight versus your weight. Could be different. Your diets could have been different. There's a lot of variables here. So just, you gotta think about that and just give the whole bottle a chance. There are also some people who require 2 bottles to start seeing a difference. That is also a thing. I've had to talk to other distributors, and I heard apparently from their clients that there are some people who didn't start seeing results until the second treatment, or around like the 3.5 to 5 month range. So definitely be aware of that. It really is best if you take the supplement as a vitamin, a daily vitamin. Don't think anything of it. Don't expect anything from it, and you'll be happy with results. I feel like people who keep too close of an eye to like any changes in their body just get so disappointed because they're just hoping for a huge change that in the end they will see, but they're looking so closely that they're not really going to be happy, I feel like. So just think of the bigger picture, the end result. You're not changing anything. All you're doing is taking a supplement and you're able to lose weight. You just have to give it a chance. Have to give the whole bottle a chance. Okay. Which leads me into number 8. Trust the process. Be patient. I beg you. Those who trust the process, those who are patient, those who understand the process are very successful. Because they know that they're not going to see super quick results. They're not expecting results in any certain way, but in the end, they do see it. And they trust the process, whether it takes them 1 bottle, whether it takes them 2 bottles to start seeing results, because they just trusted the process and they just were taking it every day. They were consistent with it. They are successful. I'm able to see this because I have my Facebook group. I read these comments of everyone who talk about it, how they say that they're glad they trusted the process. They're glad that they continued with it because they were able to lose weight after however long they started taking it. Number 9, have a positive mindset. Don't be negative Nancy, because honestly, the more positive you are about any process that you're going through, the better that you're gonna feel about it. The more enjoyable a process is for anything, the easier it'll be to get through it. If you are truly miserable throughout it and not enjoying it, not wanting to take it, definitely don't take it, because what is the point of that? Obviously you're taking it because you want to lose weight, but at the same time, like, you don't want to put yourself through something like that. For me, the worst part about it was having to go to the bathroom. I didn't even have to go that often, but like, it was like explosive when I did have to go. That was like the worst part about it. And also, like, if I was low in potassium, those symptoms were really not fun. But besides that, like, when I was doing everything right, I was getting enough water, I was eating enough, all of that good stuff, like, to me, I was just taking every day like it was a vitamin. So if you just kind of have like a good mindset about everything, you know the reason why you want to do it, then I think you'll have a much more enjoyable time and you'll be able to take it for longer. Like, it's not going to seem like that big of a deal, you know? So I think that would definitely help a lot of people, because your mindset can really, really change the game. Which also leads me to number 10, which is not to compare yourself to other people and being realistic about your results. If you're comparing yourself to someone who said that they had lost, let's say, had lost 10 pounds in 1 month, and you're expecting the same thing, that's not being realistic. Because one, you could be at completely different weight. Your diets could be completely different. You could be doing different things. Your activity could be different. You also are definitely going to be reacting to the supplement differently. You cannot compare yourself to other people. You can't expect the same results that person A is getting, because most likely you're not going to be seeing the same thing. You are your own person. You're going to be going through it your own way. You're going to be seeing your detox symptoms your own time, and you just have to be mindful of that. And also being realistic in the sense of, like I said, not expecting super quick results. Even though there are some people who are very lucky and seeing very quick results, that might not be the case for you. And that is more realistic than someone who's going to see very quick results. So you just have to be really mindful of that. And really, like I said, think about the end game. You're losing fat. You don't want to be so focused on the scale when you could just, if you are losing weight on the scale, it could just be water weight. Versus if you're seeing a difference in your face, you're seeing a difference in your rolls, you're seeing less rolls, your clothes are fitting better, you're literally losing fat. And that is hard to lose. It is hard to lose. So if you're able to lose that effortlessly, I think that is really amazing. I remember when I lost just 3 pounds in 3 weeks. And to me, at first I was very neutral about it. I was like, okay, 3 pounds, 3 weeks. Sure, fine, that's fine. But then I really thought about it and I was like, wow, 3 pounds. I didn't change a single thing. All I did was take the supplement and I'm literally losing weight. I was like, wow, that's very interesting. You just really have to put it in a different perspective because we're really not doing anything. I feel like any change that you see with the supplement by just taking a supplement every day, I think is really amazing, honestly. And if you think about in the end game, if that's all you're doing and you take it for months, like say 6 months, and you're able to lose even 10 pounds, let's just say that's all you lose, 10 pounds. If you think about it, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. And some people think like, oh my God, I didn't lose anything. But if you think about, if you hadn't changed anything, you didn't change your diet, you didn't exercise or anything like that, like it's pretty great. So you just have to kind of think like in the end perspective. It's a really effortless weight loss. How does that play into what I was talking about with not comparing yourself, being realistic? Okay, and then the last 2 points that I have are not all that important, but can definitely help you be more successful. And that is to not eat like shit and also to be active. Why are these not so important? Because they're not necessarily make or break with the supplement, but if you are looking to be more successful, which is the point of this video, then eating better and being more active can definitely help you do that. If you're eating healthier, being more mindful about the food that you're eating less greasy food, less fast food than you normally do, that's really great. That will definitely help you see faster results and see better progress, as well as be more active. Even if you say you're not active at all and you just add in a walk twice a week or something like that, any little small activity can definitely help you see quicker results. That's just facts. Is it necessary to lose the weight with Alipotec? No. But if you're looking to be more successful, see faster results, lose more weight, then yes, it can definitely up the game, help you with better results, quick results. And obviously it's just good to do. It's good to eat healthier. It's good to be active. It's good for the heart, good for life, good for the soul. I don't know. But those are things that can definitely help you be more successful with losing weight. Period. All right, that is all I have for you guys. I really hope that it helped. I know these are things that most of you probably know already, but for those who don't, I really hope that that helped you and was informative in some way. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd love to help out. Follow my new IG, follow my TikTok, like, subscribe. You know the deal. Love you guys so much. Bye. Oh yeah, my website is down below too.